Hey, I'm Kelly. Welcome to class. Today you need a mat which you should lay out side onto me like this, and a stability ball. Now, even if you're on carpet, I think it's better if you use a mat, like a yoga mat, something that doesn't allow the ball to slip. Also, wear some sturdy athletic shoes, keep some light to medium dumbbells handy, some water, and that's it. Let's get started with our warm-up. Bring your feet a little wider than your shoulders with your toes pointing straight ahead. Soften your knees and lengthen out through your waistline. Roll your shoulders back a few times. Inhale, reach out. Exhale, pull down. Hinge at the hips. Lift up. Press the hips forward and squeeze your elbows back. Lift your chest. Hinge at the hips. Soft knees. Lift up. Press the hips forward, opening the front of the hips and the front of the body. Nice stretch. Hinge. Lift up, press. Open through the front of the body. Let's do it one more time. Hinge. Soften the knees. Lift up. Press the hips forward. Squat down and up. Just start off with a shallow squat, warming up the legs, heating up the body. Let's do 4 more. Keep your chest facing forward, sit back through the hips. Now stay down, come up and rotate to the left. Squat again, come up and rotate to the right. Squat, rotate left. Rotate right. Rotate side to side. Reach across. Release the heel, rotate the hips, swivel the foot, reach out level with your shoulder, thumb up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll your shoulders back a couple of times and then come and take a seat on your ball. Have your ball on your mat with the length of the mat in front of you. Now lean back and walk out till your hips sink down. Bring your hands behind your head, lift your chest, press out, straighten your legs, opening through the front of the body. Nice deep stretch, extending the spine and the hips. Bend your knees, roll the ball towards your feet, release your hands, roll up to sitting, flex your ankles, hinge at the hips, stretching your hamstrings. Lift up. Let's repeat that. Walk out. Sink the hips. Bring your hands behind your head. Lift your chest. Support the head in the hands and press out. Straighten the legs, extending the spine, opening through the front of the hips. Bend your knees, roll the ball towards your feet. Release your hands. Walk up to sitting. Flex your ankles, hinge at the hips, stretching the back of your thighs. Lift up. Roll the ball to the center of your mat and sit facing forward. Now lengthen your spine, brace your core and have a little bounce. Just get that out of your system. Keep your spine straight so you're stabilizing and lengthening the spine as you bounce. Hold there. Now lift up and rotate. So you're facing the left. Roll the ball a little bit towards the left leg, opening the front of the right hip. Bring the right hand to the left knee and rotate. Look back over your left shoulder. Good. Lift up. Let's do the other side. Swivel the feet. Sit on one side of your bottom and thigh. Roll the ball a little bit towards the right leg. Feel an opening in the front of the left hip. Bring your left hand onto the other thigh and rotate back. And then come back to the center, have a little bounce and come up. I'm going to start my timer We are officially warmed up. Okay, pick up your ball. We are working on strength and balance. So let's look at holding the ball about level with your tummy. You're going to lunge the left leg back into a rear lunge, rotate, and come up into tandem. You ready? Let's try it. Lunge back, rotate, come forward, lift to tandem. Lunge back, rotate, come forward, come to tandem. Lunge back, rotate, come back to the front, step forward. Lunge back, rotate, come forward with the ball, come up to tandem or thereabouts. Rotate. This is very challenging for balance, but there's only one way to get better at balancing, and that is to put your body in positions that make you balance. Okay, put the ball down, pick up one medium dumbbell. Hold the dumbbell in your right hand. Step your left leg forward and your right leg back. Bring your hand onto the ball, hinge at the hips, row up. Drive your elbow up, press your shoulder down, working the big muscles in your mid-back. So you're hinging at the hips. You've got your hand resting on something unstable, the ball. It tends to roll around. That makes it a little bit more challenging to balance, even in this position. You want to make it a little bit harder. Come into an inline stance with your feet. Drive the elbow up. Lift your tailbone up. Lengthen the spine and put the dumbbell down. Move it out of the way. Pick up the ball. We're going to do the other side with the lunge and rotate. This time, your right leg lunges back. Hold the ball about level with your tummy. Elbows are bent. Lunge back with the right leg. Rotate. Come back to the center. Step into tandem. Lunge. Rotate. Center. Tandem. Lunge. Rotate. Center. And tandem. Then both knees. Rotate. Center. Step to tandem. Lunge back. Rotate. Come back to the center. Come to tandem. We're almost there. Lunge back. Rotate. Center to tandem. One more. Lunge. Rotate. Center and tandem. Put the ball down. Pick up your dumbbell. Hold it in your left hand. So medium dumbbell preferably. If you've got something a little heavier for these rows, that would be ideal. All right, right leg forward, left leg back. Hinge at the hip. Bring your hand onto the ball. Lower the arm straight down from the shoulder. Row up. Now make sure you're hinging at the hip rather than bending from the waistline. It's a hinge. Press your shoulder away from the ear. You want to make this more challenging on your balance. Come to an inline stance. Your hand is on an unstable surface. That makes it challenging. Elbow drives up. Pull that elbow up. Hinge at the hip. Almost there. One more. Good. Put your dumbbell down and pick up your ball again. Here's our balance drill for the set. Pick up your ball. Now, take a little step to the right and stand on your right leg. Hold the ball about level with your waist. Rotate. 1, 2, 3, and step. 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 Whew. 1, 2, 3, and step. Make it a big step. Really swing the ball. 1, 2, 3, and step. Tap down if you need to, like I just did. 1, 2, 3, and step. And down. Okay, take a moment. Whew, that was challenging, but we're not done. That's our first sequence. There's 3 sequences. So let's pick up your ball and get ready for our next lower body move, which is a side lunge. And we're going to swing the ball down and push off and balance on the left leg. So take a step to your left. You've got space on the right side to step. Pick up your right foot. Lunge, swing the ball, come up. Lunge and up. Lunge and rotate and up and rotate. Lunge and rotate. Keep all 10 toes facing forward. Lunge and rotate and up. Swing it up. Swing down. Almost there. Last one. Put the ball down. Light to medium dumbbells. I'm going to go medium. We're going to work the biceps, the front of the arms. Sit on your ball. Now have your feet reasonably close together. Wider if you feel unstable and uncomfortable. Dumbbells on the front of the ball. Curl hand and down. Other side. Curl and down. So curl and down. As you sit, I want you to sit tall. Lengthen out through the top of your head. Now lift the left leg as you curl the right hand. Lift the right leg as you curl the left hand. That is an option. You want to keep your body very upright. That makes it completely doable, I promise. If you sit tall, of course, you don't have to lift the leg. That is just an option for our dynamic changes of our center of gravity. Last one. Very good. Dumbbells down, out of the way. Pick up the ball. And let's do the other side lunge, other side. All right. So step to your right, so you've got space to your left for the lunge. Lift up the left foot and balance on your right leg. You're going to take a big step out to the left. Swing the ball and rotate. Here we go. Lunge and up. Lunge and up. Lunge and up. Swing the ball down, rotate. That's part of the challenge, is the swing. So you're having to control the momentum. Lunge and rotate. You're about halfway through class. more than halfway through the set. We're almost done with this exercise. We've got other set of biceps. Good. Okay, ball goes down. Pick up your dumbbells. Sit right on the ball. Dumbbells down. Feet reasonably close together. Curl the right hand up and down, left hand up. Rotate the hand. Now here's an option. You lift the opposite leg and down. Ooh, I wasn't quite braced with my core when I did that first one, so it was a little imbalanced. The more you brace your core and the more you sit tall, the more doable this is. Now, you can just keep your feet on the floor. You want to make it a little bit more challenging with your feet on your floor. Have your feet close together. Sit tall, lengthen out through the top of your head. Here's the last one. Very good. Now put your dumbbells out of the way, completely off to the side. Pick up your ball. Braided walking. Move to the back of your space and stand tall. Now you braided walk. One leg goes across, the other leg goes across. Now you add rotation back to the center. Rotation back to the center. Rotation, center. All right, I'm gonna walk the width. Now you've seen it. Here we go. Walk backwards and then make some space. Good. Walk back. Let's go again. Cross and lift. Cross and lift. Rotate and cross and lift. Cross and lift. Okay. Put the ball a little bit to the end of your mat and pick up 2 dumbbells. Medium rather than light. We have more leg training. More leg training. This is our third and final sequence. We'll start by balancing or toe tapping the left foot, standing on your right side. Lift your chest, dumbbells by your side, cross back, sink down and come up. Cross back, cross and come up. Cross. When you step back onto the ball of the foot. You feel a stretch under your toes. Cross, come up. Cross, sink down and come up. Ooh. One more, and up. Put one dumbbell out of the way. Hold on to one dumbbell. Sit on your ball. You've got the length of your mat in front of you. Now, like we did in the warm-up, we're gonna roll out. Bring the dumbbell up to your chest. Walk out till your shoulders are on the ball. Put your head on the ball. Lift up the hips. Bring the dumbbell up. Now bend your elbows and extend your elbows. Once you've seen it, join me and look straight up. Keep your hips high, strengthening the backs of your arms. You want to make this more challenging. Scoot your feet together or closer. You want to make it easier, feet wide. Want to make it even more challenging, and it's very challenging. Dim your eyes, so squint your eyes. Hips high, eyes dimmed. We're almost there. Keep your head supported on the ball. 2 more. 1 more. And good. Okay, walk up to sitting and pick up your other dumbbell. We've got the other leg. So pick up your other dumbbell. Stand on your left leg, toe tap with the right, or pick the foot up off the floor to a single leg balance. Cross back and lift up. Ooh, that was a wobbly one. Cross back and come up. So crossover lunge to stalk stance. Single leg stance. Whoop. You gotta keep your concentration. The moment I lose my concentration, I tend to lose my balance. It's probably the same for you. Keep your eyes on something. Once you've seen the exercise, keep your eyes on something that's not moving. 1 more. Good. 1 dumbbell goes down. Keep the other dumbbell. Triceps. Take a seat on the ball. You got the length of the mat in front of you. Bring the ball up to your chest. Lean back. Walk out till your shoulders are on the ball. Then lay your head on the ball. Lift your hips and roll the ball a little bit away from your feet. Bring the dumbbell up. Here we go. Bend your elbows. Extend your elbows. Now your options here for balance is to keep the feet wide to make it easy. Easier, still not easy. To make it more challenging, scoot your feet together or closer together. Mine are just a little bit narrower than hip distance. If you want to make it even more challenging, dim your eyes. Don't close them, but just almost close them so you see your eyelashes. You're almost there. Once you've seen it, make sure you're looking straight up. If you're dimming the eyes, don't close them. Keep your hips high, don't let the hips drop. That's a big part of it. And down. Good, roll up to sitting. Put your dumbbell completely out of the way. We've got a tandem walk, hands on the hips. Move to the back of your space. Stand tall. Now bring your left foot directly in front of the right, like you're on a balance beam. This gives you a whole new appreciation for Simone Biles. Bring the other leg right in front of you. Heel touches the toe. Heel to toe. Heel to toe. Heel to toe. And then turn around, walk back. Let's repeat it. This time add a turn your head to the left. Look forward, turn your head to the right. Look forward, turn your head to the left. Look forward. Turn your head to the right. Look forward. Turn your head to the left. Look forward. Turn your head to the right. And we are done. Okay, now let's stretch. We'll start, now if you want, you can use a table, a sturdy chair that's not on wheels, or a wall. We're going to stretch out the front of your thigh. So stand on your right leg, pick the left foot off the floor and reach down towards your shin. Now hold on to the shin, ankle or foot and pull that back. Keep your knees close together, lift your chest and drive the hips forward. So you're opening right out through the front of your thigh, all the way into the front of the hip. Release that foot back onto the ball of the foot, dip down and rotate. Come forward, Bring your hands onto your thigh. Press your heel, your left heel to the floor, stretching the calf. Keep all 10 toes facing forward and step forward. Let's do the other side. Shift onto your left leg. Pick the right leg up. Climb down with your hands and take a hold of the shin, ankle, or foot and pull that back. You can even hold onto your shoelaces if your knees are very tight or your quads are very tight too. Sometimes it's the knee, sometimes it's the front of the thigh. In my case, it's the front of the thigh, but my knees tend to be tight too. Lift your chest. That's why this is such an important and good stretch. Opens out the front of the hip, opens out the front of the thigh. Take a big step back onto the ball of the foot. Sink down, rotate. Opening the front of the hip on the right side. Rotate forward, hands on the thigh. Press the heel to the floor. All 10 toes face forward, stretching your calf. And step in. All right, take a seat on your ball. We're gonna finish where we started and do that nice spinal extension on the ball. Walk out. Sink the hips. Head is supported by the hands. Press out. Stretch right back. Open through the front of the body. Bend your knees. Sink the hips. Tighten your abdominals. Walk up to sitting. Flex your ankles and hinge at the hips. Let's repeat that one more time. Sit up tall. Roll down. Sink the hips. Hands come behind the head. Press out over the ball. Stretching out the front of your body. Keep your eyes open. And bend the knees, roll the ball towards the feet. Walk up to sitting. Flex the hips. So flex at the hips, stretching the hamstrings, backs of the thighs. Flex your ankles, it gets the calves as well. All right, now roll your ball to the center of your mat. This next one is challenging. So if you want to do this beside a wall, you can. Let's start by lifting the left foot off the floor and crossing the ankle over the knee. Now bring your hands onto the ball to steady it. That can help. Flex your left ankle and press forward to stretch out the left hip. Oh, that's such a good stretch. Oh my gosh. But there's quite a lot of balance here, so you can feel free to do this beside a wall and hold on with one hand to the wall just to steady yourself. Come up. Uncross. Let's do the other side. Flex the ankle, cross, lift up tall, and then if you're freestanding with me, you use your hands on the ball. Otherwise, you're using one hand on the ball, one hand on a wall. Pressure forward. Pressure your weight forward. Your chest is lifted, but you're hinging forward at the hips. And release. Separate the feet comfortably. Sit tall. Bring your hands down the sides of the ball, as far down. Spider crawl your fingers down so it pulls your shoulders away from your ears. Lift your chest and tilt your right ear over to your right shoulder. Stretch the left side of your neck. Roll the ball a little bit to the left. Keep holding onto it. Don't release it with your hand. And come up. Feel how that's increased the stretch? Tilt to the left. Roll the ball a little bit to the right. Just a little. Keep holding. Don't release it with your hands. Let the ball roll. Pull your hand downwards to increase the stretch. Come up. Come up to standing. Rotate the torso side to side. Loosening the body. Let the arms just swing now. Okay, that's it. We're done. I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. Working on balance is so essential, and it's something we need to do regularly. A little bit often is better than a whole lot every now and then. So thank you for joining me. I can't wait to move with you again. Bye for now.